And I'm excited to take you guys along with me. It took 4 years for me to fall in love with him. It only took 4 pages to stop. What is going on in this book? I don't know. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel and a new vlog. I'm sorry if you hear something, it's just my dishwasher going. I desperately needed to do that, so I'm sorry. I hope it's not too loud, but this video is very exciting. It's going to be a reading vlog, but it's going to be not a weekly reading vlog. Obviously, it's going to be a reading vlog where I focus on one book only, and that book is going to be November 9th by Colleen Hoover, which I'm super excited about. I'm not a big fan of this cover. I actually kind of hate it. I've always had the like gray and yellow orange one on my wish list, but one day I was book shopping in like a physical store, and I found this one, and I just think there's something magical about buying a book in a physical store rather than online, so I ended up getting it. Didn't even think twice about it, but I'm not a big fan of the cover, but I just wanted to have it, so it's the inside that matters, right? Am I right? But yeah, I've read a few books by Colleen Hoover. I read It Ends With Us, I've read Ugly Love, I've read Verity, and maybe I'm forgetting something, but I've read at least those, and I really enjoyed them. Colleen Hoover has a way with the words. She's the only author that has made me cry, which says a lot because I'm not an easy crier over movies and books, so that says a lot. I love her, and my goal is to read all of her books, and this is one that I haven't yet read, so I thought it deserved an own reading vlog. So yeah, today is Friday. I'm starting this. I don't know how long it will take. I don't know how long this vlog will go on. It depends if I'm enjoying it or not, I guess, but it's quite a short one, so, but it depends, you know. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I thought we could read the back together to see what it's about, because I heard people enjoy it and stuff, and that it's very emotional, but I don't really know what it's about, so let's read the back. Fallon meets Ben, an aspiring novelist, the day of her scheduled cross-country move. Their untimely attraction leads them to spend Fallon's last day in LA together, and her eventful life becomes the creative inspiration Ben has always sought for his novel. Over time and amidst the various relationships and tribulation of their own separate lives, they continue to meet on the same date every year, until one day Fallon becomes unsure if Ben has been telling her the truth or fabricating a perfect reality for the sake of the ultimate plot twist. Can Ben's relationship with Fallon and simultaneously his novel be considered a love story if it ends in heartbreak? But yeah, I'm very excited to start this one today, and I'm excited to take you guys along with me to see my thoughts and feelings and my, you know, everything about this one. So I have some tabs here. I'm gonna annotate it and tab it if I feel like it. Like I can't be sure until I start it if it's good enough to do so, because you never know if it's going to be interesting enough. If it's going to be boring, I'm not going to tab it or anything, but I have tabs ready, I have my pens ready, and I have my cute little panda bookmark, and yeah, I'm ready to start November 9th by Colleen Hoover.
I'm not thinking about the way you keep my world from spinning. I'm just thinking about your eyes. Just don't know if I've been faking or pretending, but I know I never felt so damn alive. I don't know if I believe the information given, that there is someone by your side. Coming back inside my body for a second, there is no way that I'm never gonna try. Hello, where you at, where you been? Tell me everything about you. Go slow, so I can write it down and become the perfect man for you. What you like, what you don't, you should never be flying so low. Hop into the cockpit, I can be a rocket. Take flight. So what if you been sitting there and thinking all this time? What's your mind's at? Been telling you to make you believe that the right guy ain't right here. Right.
only read one chapter and I'm feeling already very strong emotions, or one emotion, and that is frustration and anger for Fallon's father. Man. And also, after only one chapter, I love Ben. What he did was awesome. I love him. I immediately liked him from the start. I hope I continue liking him. But yeah, he did make a great first impression on me as a reader. So, and he definitely also did a great first impression on Fallon. At first, I think she was a little bit shocked and thought it was weird, but I think she definitely appreciated what he did for her, stood up to her father, who's an asshole. So I think Ben did a great first impression, not only on me, but also on Fallon. So, okay, so I've gotten up to page 53, and so far, you know, we follow Ben and Fallon, and we have both of their perspectives. So we follow one chapter from Ben's perspective and then one chapter from Fallon's perspective, which I think is really good. I like it, so you can really get to know them, like both of them, and really get to know what they're thinking. I love when we have dual perspectives in books, so that's a plus. So we have Fallon, who is living in LA, and she is an actor, or she used to be an actor. She got this really big role of a television show, but then she got in an accident in her father's house that got lit by fire, and she got all of these scars, and people didn't want her anymore, so she quit acting. But she still have this dream of acting, but her father, who is a famous actor, doesn't think she will ever be able to do that again because of her looks, which is terrible. So she wants to move to New York to pursue acting and maybe like theater. So we follow her in her last day in LA before she is off to New York. She has a flight this evening to New York. And she is sitting at a restaurant with her father eating lunch because she's gonna say to him that she's moving. And her father is being an asshole. And Ben is sitting at the booth like next to them, and he accidentally overhears them talking and how her father is being so mean to her. So he steps in pretending to be her boyfriend and stands up to her father, which is really amazing, right? And also really weird, but I liked it. I thought it was really good. Good job. So that's how they meet. Fallon and Ben meet, and they decide to spend the rest of the day together and spend the rest of the night together. That's basically where I'm at. So we have still her last day in LA before she's going off to New York. But yeah, that's where we at, and I'm really enjoying it so far. And yeah, haven't read too much, but I'm liking the vibes. So it's quite a lot later in the evening. The makeup is off and I'm in comfy clothes, but I have gotten up to page 81, and you know, we had her last day in LA when she met Ben, which is November 9th, which is also the anniversary of the accident. So November 9th has always been a tough day for her since the accident because it takes her back and it reminds her of it. So November 9th has always been like a bad date for her. And you know, she spends the rest of the day and evening with Ben, and they are really hitting it off. They have this really huge connection, but she's obviously moving to New York. She has her flight later this night, so they obviously can't really have this relationship. But they decide that they are gonna meet up every year on November 9th. They're gonna meet each other and talk about their lives and how things are going for them, because they are promising each other that Ben is an aspiring writer, so make sure that he is doing whatever he does for his goals to make sure he's writing. And Fallon's goal is obviously to be an actor or do theater. So they decide that they are gonna meet up every year on November 9th to talk and to connect again, and not have any contact in between that. So no text messages, no phone calls, no FaceTime, no Facebook, no anything. Just one day a year on November 9th that they are gonna meet up. That's just so cute. Like, that's just such a cute thing to do. And it's just, I think it's gonna be one of those really heartbreaking ones, because now I've read about the first November 9th, and now the next chapter I'm gonna read is we're going into the second November 9th, so jump a year forward. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna cry. I don't know, I'm really enjoying it so far. Also, I forgot to mention that they have decided to do this for 5 years, because she's 18 now, and she has always stuck by something that her mom told her, that she should not fall in love before she's 23. So she's 18 now, so it's 5 years until she's 23. So they have decided to meet up for 5 years, like every November 9th for 5 years. And then they'll go from there. Yeah, that's just, I forgot to mention. Also, what's really beautiful about doing that is that is gonna create a better relationship for Fallon for November 9th, because she obviously had bad memories of November 9th and she has this dread whenever November 9th comes around. But creating this thing that she looks forward to November 9th instead is just really truly beautiful, and you know, just really good for her, I think. Hello guys, it is the next day, so Saturday, and I work tonight, but I have the morning off, so I've just been sitting in reading, and I've gotten up to page, let's see, page 133, and I've just closed out their second November 9th together. So I'm entering the 3rd year that they're gonna meet up on November 9th. So you have like 3rd November 9th and then a quote. So, and nothing too much happened the second time November 9th they met. They catched up on how they're doing, how Fallon is doing with her acting and auditions, and she also got this homework from the 1st year that she is supposed to go on out to dates and kiss guys, and you know, they just catched up. How have you been, and how Ben is doing with his writing, because he's writing a novel about romance. But yeah, nothing too much happened the second year. It was kind of heartbreaking because at first you follow from Ben's perspective when he was at the restaurant at the same time, the same date as last year, and that they decided to meet up again, and Fallon didn't show. So as a reader, you were really scared that something has happened, like why isn't she showing up? But it all turned out good. So yeah, but I'm entering the 3rd November 9th, and yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Okay, so it's a little while later. I've gotten up to page 172, and I'm now entering the 4th November 9th, and the 3rd November 9th, the 3rd year, the chapter that I just read was kind of sad. Definitely made me feel things and left you wondering how next year is gonna be. So I'm very excited to continue on reading, but as you can tell, like, it's going really fast. It's really fast paced, and I'm just really flying through this at this point. So, but yeah, I'm excited to see how this year is gonna be. But yeah, I understand Fallon's decision to like fly back to New York after this, because Ben really needs to be with his family because something tragic happened, and he really needs to focus on them. Like, I understand that, but also, you know, because Fallon has this way of looking at love, you know, like you have to like find yourself and be truly yourself before you can get lost in someone else. So she's truly like stuck in that mindset, whilst Ben doesn't understand why they can't be together. Like, they feel like soulmates, they have this really beautiful connection, but Fallon is just like, really, no, you need to be with your family, and we'll meet up next year again. And I understand her way of thinking, but I just I don't know. What? Jordan and Ben? Okay, so this is gonna be a spoiler filled vlog. I'm gonna add that in title, but yeah, you know, Kyle passed away in a car accident and while Jordan was pregnant, and now like they met up the 4th year, and he brought his nephew Oliver. You know, it was very sweet, and Fallon was happy about it. And also Fallon, as a reader, you know, she hasn't told Ben yet, but she's moving to LA, back to LA, to pursue not acting anymore, but like behind the camera. She has found a passion, or like teaching about acting. And it seems like Jordan and Ben are in a relationship. Like, you don't really know yet. I need to like continue on reading, but that's what Fallon thinks, and it just breaks my heart, and she's heartbroken. Like, she chose to leave Ben and move back to New York and stuff, or like get back to New York. So she can't be surprised that he's fallen in love with someone else, but at the same time it's heartbreaking. Or like, I don't know, isn't that weird though, for Jordan to date Ben? Okay, I need to continue on reading. I'm on page 214, the 5th, November 9th, which so far is a little bit dramatic, but I love it. And these two people are soulmates. Like, how can they not be? How can they not be soulmates? Like, they're meant to be together, you know? I'm sorry, what the actual fuck? What? I've gotten up to page 227, and we have Fallon finding Ben's manuscript that he's written. He's reading a novel, you know, and she's never been able to see it, but she found it, and she's secretly reading about the 2nd November 9th when Kyle punched Ben, and she didn't understand why, but now he's written about it, and she has found out why Kyle punched Ben. What the actual fuck? What does he mean that he started the fire that caused her scars and almost killed her? What the fuck? This was 2 years before they met, and he started the fire? What? What the fuck? What does this come from, and why would he? I don't understand. I don't understand. I need to keep on reading, because like, why? This was way before they met. What? What's going on? What is going on in this book? I don't know. Okay, so I said that Fallon found his like novel outline or whatever, like a piece of text that he wrote, because he's a writer and he has promised to write a book about their love and stuff. And she found out that he's the one that started the fire, or at least that's how he's written in his book, but she can't be sure if it's fiction or if it's reality. But she's like starting to realize that, oh my gosh, he started the fire, because why would he write that? And she's freaking out. Like, they have just told each other that like they love each other and they want to spend their life together, and then she found out something like this. And I'm just about to read, hopefully, about like, I hope Ben has an explanation to it. Like, what was he doing there when the fire, like, why was he even there? Because the fire happened 2 years before they met, and now Fallon thinks that he was at the restaurant 2 years past that on November 9th, which is the anniversary of the fire, just because of that. So now she thinks that they didn't meet on accident. Like, now she thinks that he was there for a reason and that it wasn't fate. And I'm just like freaking out, like, what is going on? So now I'm hoping that Ben has an explanation and that he can explain things to Fallon, but also to me, because I'm lost. Like, what the fuck? Why didn't you tell me that the foundation you taught me to stand on is made from quicksand? Aww. Oh my gosh, I finally got to that quote that I've been seeing all over Instagram and people talk about this book, and now I can finally read it for myself and understand it, because now I'm reading the book. And it took 4 years for me to fall in love with him. It only took 4 pages to stop. Be right back. I'm just gonna go cry. And of course I tabbed that and annotated it, and do you see I quite have a few tabs, like some sad moments in here. I'm the most devastated when I think about all the times he made my scars feel beautiful while never once admitting that he was actually the one who put them there. But we still haven't got like an explanation, like, oh, by the way, I'm on page 241, and we still haven't got an explanation to how it happened or why he was there, because he was trying to explain to her, or like, he was like, let me explain, but she took off and obviously didn't want to see him, which I understand. But like, I just want an explanation to why was he at that house when the fire happened, and what actually happened. Like, I just want to know. I want to get some answers, so I'm hoping we get that soon, because I'm quite confused. Okay, I've gotten a little bit more clarity. So Ben left at Fallon's doorstep the entire novel, like everything that he's written, because he wanted her to read it so she could understand. And at first she didn't want to, you know, she refused, and she was almost like about to throw it away, but her mother actually sat down and read it, which she was pissed about because it was private. But she was like, Fallon, you have to read this, like, don't throw it away. So she decided to read it, and she has read like the first chapter now. And so we have found out that Ben's mother, like, we knew she was gone, but she actually committed suicide, and Ben was the one who found her when he was 16, and he couldn't understand why she would do it. But it seems like Fallon's father was involved. You know, you remember the asshole that I talked about, like the first chapter of this book. Such a bad man. He was like a famous actor, but he's an asshole. He was really mean to Fallon, and now it seems like he was involved somehow with Ben's mother, like way before Ben and Fallon met, which was just like a surprise to me. Okay, let's just... so many surprises. Like, these last couple of chapters are gonna be so like, you know, but we have that. So so maybe I'm thinking maybe that's why Ben burned down the house, because he knew it was his house, and Fallon accidentally happened to be there. Like, he didn't know that. He was trying to get to her father. So now I understand it. That's probably why he started the fire, you know. Okay, so I actually have to head to work now. I work evening, and tomorrow I work a day shift. So my plan and goal is to finish this one tomorrow after work, and I will tell you like my overall feelings and stuff. But I feel like this is an emotional roller coaster, as you have seen my reactions, but don't have a lot left at all, a few chapters, and I'm planning on finishing it tomorrow, Sunday. I should be able to do that. So yeah, but now I need to go to work. Hello guys, it is Sunday, it's early evening, I'm home from work, I've showered, and I'm now gonna sit down and finish November 9th by Colleen Hoover. So I don't have a lot left, and the last I read, let's recap, was Ben found out that Fallon's father might have something to do with Ben's mother's suicide. And of course, as a reader, you're excited to understand more of that because you didn't see that one coming, and I just really want to see how it ends. I'm really excited for it. I'm ready for it, but I'm also a little bit scared, not gonna lie. But hopefully next time you'll see me, I will have finished this one if I don't have any updates before that. But I'm very excited. Let's go and finish this one. It's a little while later, and I just finished November 9th by Colleen Hoover. I went in with this book with kind of high expectations, I think, because it's Colleen Hoover, and I've been really excited about this one, and it's Colleen Hoover, like, again. And I did really enjoy it. I really did. It was so much more than I thought it would be. So you have Ben and Fallon meeting at a diner in LA on November 9th, and you knew from the storyline that they were going to meet up on November 9th for years and years, and you thought that was it. I thought that was going to be the story. Like, it's kind of boring but also kind of beautiful, and they're gonna fall in love. But this book was so much more than that, and it had twists and turns that I did not see coming, that I did not expect. And it had heartbreak, it had love, it had so much more than I thought it would, and much more than I expected, you know. I was just so surprised with a lot of elements, and so surprised with a lot of things that happened in here, which is pretty cool because it's nice to be really surprised and to be really blown away with something that you didn't expect. Like, it's nice. So I really enjoyed the book. I can say if it's better than the other Colleen Hoover books I've read. Like, I can't say at this point. I probably need a few days to process if I can ever make a list of Colleen Hoover books. Like, I don't know where it's gonna be on the list. I have no idea. But overall, I did really enjoy it. I tabbed it, I annotated it, I got quite a few tabs. It has some really beautiful moments, heartfelt moments, but also really shocking moments. It dealt with important issues. I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. And if you are thinking about picking it up, I definitely recommend it. If you are a fan of other Colleen Hoover books, I definitely recommend it to pick it up. So yeah, overall I thought it was a really good book. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this reading vlog. I hope you had fun and I hope you enjoyed the concept of me only focusing and reading one book. If you enjoy this, I will probably do more of other books that I'm very excited to read because I had a lot of fun, and it's fun to like only focus on one book and talk about one book and fully delve into that one. So I had fun, I hope you had fun, and yeah, please let me know in the comments if you have read this book, what your thoughts are, if you're wanting to. I would love to know. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in one of my next videos. Bye.